Are we overweight and fat because of food neutrality? Is it because of racism? Or is it because of something else? What's up, guys? I saw this video and I couldn't help but not talk about it. Just watch it for yourself.
I got us donuts. Those are so bad for you. Oh no, are they moldy? I mean, are they poisoned? Are you allergic? No, I'm just saying. You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
Diet culture, fat phobia, and systems of oppression have created false hierarchies of food, and it shows up everywhere.
For instance, harmful thought patterns like earning food through exercising, or that dessert is the reward for the punishment of eating vegetables.
Remember that you do not need to earn food.
We are all incorrectly taught from a young age that our size, and therefore the foods that we eat, are markers of our self-worth. Moralizing food can lead to harmful relationships with food and disordered eating.
Instead of focusing on good and bad choices, try to approach food with neutrality in mind.
The only foods that are bad for you are foods that contain allergens, poisons, and contaminants, or food that is spoiled or is otherwise inedible.
Eat without guilt, regardless of what society says.
Smarter in second.
And so there you have that. Okay, so we're relooking at the way we eat food now, huh? So when I saw this video, initially I couldn't believe that it was legitimately serious. I thought that there was some kind of joke behind it, but we're kind of politicizing the food that we intake. Okay, but you know what? I want to look at another one. And I know this is some people have seen this around, but while we're watching this video, I want you to look at this slideshow down here. And I want you to watch these. These are pictures from the 1950s, okay? All right, just take a look at these pictures while we're watching this.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same. I hate when people talk about black women being obese. I hate it. We are living in the Trump era.
White people are racist. So I put this up because I really want any white person in the room to know up front that this is what we're dealing with.
Black women, when we do the same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower. The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
That it's not going to be this coddling of white tears and what that looks like. We're not going to discuss, oh, maybe some of us have worked it out. No, you're always going to be racist, actually.
We're moving, we're taking care of kids, but our food quality suffers. And look, those policies kill our people. You can't get access to good health care, good insurance.
So even when you're on your path to trying to figure out how to be a better human being, because I believe that white people are born into not being human, like that actually instead of people of color and black folks being dehumanized, that actually everyone is dehumanized off rip within white supremacy.
I feel like when I think about the trauma that black men have gone through, along with the trauma that a black woman has gone through, we're able to heal each other because we know each other's pain.
That y'all are born into a life to not be human, and that's what y'all are taught to do, to be demons. So,
okay, well, I think that's enough of that. So the gist of this is, and I guess I'm done with this, so I can go ahead and, the gist of this is simply that it is racism is the reason that is affecting us. And that's why I thought it was important to put this slideshow up. These are pictures from the black community before segregation, okay? And I'm not even trying to be liberal, conservative, or anything here, but would I rather be in 2022 America or 1950s America? Certainly 2022. Because racism in 1950 was in your face. It was water hose racism, okay? And it simply put, it's just not a viable excuse to say that racism is the reason why black people are fatter. Because by that logic, all of these pictures in the black and white should be fat people. They were going through harsher racism than we're going through now. I'm not saying the racism is not there. That's not my point. Of course, there's still racism. We're still dealing with racism because it's systematic. But you cannot tell me that the racism we're dealing with now is to the tune of orders higher than it was for the people in these pictures who are eating at separate restaurants and having to walk to or march to get rights recognized and being at the other end of Bull Connor's, police stick and his attack dogs. Look, man, we can't use racism as an excuse for what we're putting in our mouths and what we're digesting. And I'm going to wrap this video up. I want you guys to take a look at this. This is the new reality that I'm accustomed to, right? So I see this, what you're looking at on the screen. This is just normal. This is normal for kids every year at every school in this country. They get out, they put on their school clothes and they have their sports day and everybody runs. Everybody's running. Everybody in the school is running. Now look at the kids that you're seeing on this screen. Now that first video that you saw, I'll show you again. This first video that you saw here.
I got us.
This is a video that actually comes from hold on. This is a video that actually comes from, if I'm not corrected, this is the LA Parent Union, and LA schools shared this food neutrality video. This is a Twitter that is actually generated from an educational system. I go back to it. And this, of course, is a school function in the country I'm in, Japan. Now, you can see that there's a radical difference in the way the education centers in this country vary to the ones in America. Look, I think we learned enough about food when we were little kids. Eat stuff that grows out of the ground. Eat less stuff that is coming in pre-made packages that's processed with sugars and fats and salts. Exercise. Stop drinking as much sugary drinks. And that's pretty much been the case since human history. The only difference now is that we have so much abundance of processed food that it's so easy to eat a large amount of calories with very little effort. And so you can't reshape it and call it food neutrality or call it what you want and then say just because you got fat because you ate a lot of super concentrated foods that it's unfair. Look, these are kids that are accustomed. Look at these kids running. These kids are running. You see any fat kids out here? Look at these kids. They're not fat. They're just running. Yeah. And so with that, I'm not going to make this too long, but I just want you guys to see what it looks like when, you get exercise, proper diet, and you get a country full of kids that are in shape, that are not obese. That simple. You stop talking about making the society accept fat people and just get out, run, eat some vegetables. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.